Hi everyone, so I wanted to redo Helliquary Gauntlet Inferno IV in Diablo Immortal with my warband, or as many warband members as I could take along after warband raids. Last time I posted this run and it was the first time I attempted it. I wasn't sure what to expect, so I went in with a really safe support build with bone armor, full of Vitus Urges set, and also some survivability gems as well, and just trying to stay back, just making sure I don't die really easily. And yeah, we ended up getting a really good score. We actually were number 1 for our warband for this gauntlet, but I didn't do much damage. I did about 168 million damage. So I really wanted to go in again, this time taking in a damage build plus the 2 new Necromancer Essences which we've got. The helm and the weapon, both are the ones that mark enemies. Now one of them is slightly not working as expected at the moment, and it may be patched very soon. So I wanted to take it in before they patch it, just to see what damage I can deal, and with everything else going on. So it's a damage over time build. Here's how that rerun went. So unfortunately Helena and Benkai couldn't stay around to make it, but we had 2 others to help instead. So far so good, so I'd already surpassed the damage I had last time just on the first boss. So this is the boss I was hoping I did not have any deaths in, and hoping I was able to stay around and deal as much damage as I could the whole way through the fight. This is how it went down. And by this point I was really impressed with the damage I was doing finally to a gauntlet boss, and I was just hoping I did not have any deaths here and I could just keep this going all the way through the end, and it just kept on getting better. And there we go, by the end I managed to just about climb into 959 million damage, so I was really impressed with the build and the changes I made, so it definitely worked, and this was super fun. I really enjoyed this. So yeah, I really enjoyed that gauntlet fight. It was super fun, and it was just great seeing that much damage being dealt by my Necromancer and this build working together, and I was just really happy that I did not die at any point in that gauntlet, because that would have been really disappointing. But as you saw towards the end, we did not beat our personal best time, but that was because Helena and Benkai from our warband couldn't make the gauntlet, and also Game Zone had switched to a different class as well, so he was going to be weaker, and because of that we just weren't able to get a higher score. But if we had the full crew back in action, we'd definitely be able to smash that into a really quick score. But it was mainly there for me to test this build. I just wanted to see what I could actually get out of my Necromancer, and I even lowered my combat rating and resonance for this as well. Sacrificed some higher gems just for some lower ones that actually work better for this build, and yeah, it all paid off quite nicely. You saw towards the end how I managed to just about creep up with that damage as well, and yeah, it was really good damage by the end of it. If I head towards the Essence Transfer NPC, I can show the build that I used for this, because yeah, it definitely worked nicely. But thanks and a shout out to Agadea in my warband, who actually inspired me to actually go into Gauntlet with this build, and yeah, it worked really nicely. I would kind of use this build in challenge dungeons, but I just tweaked it a bit for our warband raids and the Gauntlet. And like I said, I lowered some CR and resonance just to tweak it as much as I could and try it out. I really wanted to try it out in our warband raid to see how I got on, and it worked quite nicely. Skills: bone armor, skeletal mages, corpse lance, and grim scythe. A lot of you might already be aware of this type of build anyway, but I'll show it for those who just are going to be asking in the comment section what build did you use. So I've got Armor of the Damned for the chest piece. For the helm, I've gone in with the new Necromancer Essence Fateful Frame. So this is the one which may get patched very soon, and I just wanted to go in before it gets patched. I can do it before and afterwards and see if I notice a difference, but I think when you mark the enemy, I think other players end up triggering this essence, and that's kind of something that's going to be fixed. For the shoulders, I've gone with increasing all damage I deal by 9.5% for each skeletal mage I have active. So because I've got the untargetable mages, they're not going to die easy, so I'm going to get extra damage with them always being up. For the legs, I've got all continual damage being triggered when I do Grim Scythe, causing them to instantly take the remaining damage. So I'm building up as much damage as I can with all of the continual damage, and then sort of bursting that with Grim Scythe. So this is the other Necromancer Essence, Reaper's Mark, Death Disseminates. Unfortunately, this is getting nerfed a little bit in the next patch coming up this week. They're reducing the range and the way the mark actually works on enemies if you walk away from the enemy, which is really annoying because this has only just come out. But yeah, this build has basically got both of the mark essences. For the shield, I've got Scattered Light, so this is the untargetable mages, so they're going to be up all the time and not get one shot. So Departed Appetite for the other shield, Vortex of Bones, just gathering those corpses, doing some really quick damage with all of those bones around me. And then for the weapon, I've got Bone Spear, poisoning enemies for more continuous damage with Blightmore. So they're the essences. For Paragon, I just kept it really simple, to be honest. I just went in with all the slinger ones at the top and went in with Lightning Rod for the legendary. Nothing too complicated there. For the set items, I've gone with 2-piece Feasting Barons just to increase the duration of the harmful effects. I've gone in with 2 pieces of Virtuous Urges just to increase the beneficial effects on myself and party members by 30%. And then I've gone with 4 pieces of Agments to get that Ignite status of Burn, and attaching the Ignite status on the enemy for more continuous burn. That works nicely with burn gems like Rolling Consequence. So I've got Rolling Consequence, Blood-Soaked Jade, Starfire Shard, Gloom Cask. Now, this is where I swapped out 2 5-star legendary gems, and I swapped them out for 2-star legendary gems. So I dropped by, I don't know, about 800 resonance and quite a lot of CR. But I've gone in with Viper's Bite, and I put Pain Clasp on as well. And I also got rid of a 5-star legendary gem, and I put Follower's Burden on because I've got those 2 summons. And Morn Skull, which just I've been using this since I crafted it, since it came out, so I kind of just kept this on. So they're the legendary gems that I went in with. So that's pretty much everything I can think of. The pet, my pet's rubbish, but it's on aggressive mode. And for the warband, I have got Protector just to increase the block chance by 5%. And yeah, I'm really glad I just did not die, because that would have been so disappointing. I would have lost a few seconds of damage if I did die and have to resurrect. So I was really glad I just hung around to the end. So that's basically everything that I wanted to show in this video. Just a rerun of that Gauntlet with this change of build, just to see how I get on. And I had a blast. It was just really fun. One of the really enjoyable moments in Diablo Immortal for sure. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the build as well. If you've got any questions, ask in the comment section. Try this out yourself as well, and let me know how you get on. So yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks to my warband as well for redoing the Gauntlet for me, and thanks for the 2 people that helped out as well. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.